live. Hello, everyone. We are setting up the phone. So we also have Instagram. Yes.
Yeah, great.
So it's from our balcony in our perfect moment of the day that we are doing this live. I'm in the sun, you're in the shade. We are representing the divine union, the yin,
The yin and the yang, the dark and the light. So
it's not light topics we are going to talk today.
no, it's not. Nothing light about it.
So first of all,
Well, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Jody.
Yes.
This is Elodie.
Yes, I am Elodie.
Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube.
Hey, guys.
And we are all about sacred union. We're about alignment with our soul, with our word, with our life, and living in truth and moment to moment. So if that inspires you, great. And if not, sorry.
Yeah. And that's through this beautiful healing path that we connect together with Jody, that we met actually each other, and we created this channel to talk about that, which is Sacred Union channel. Yeah, it's about soulmate and the inner union within.
Yeah. And so we announced on Instagram that we would be talking about the month of May that we've been through and our personal experiences, because it has involved a lot of transformation and actually 2 deaths, so passings of loved ones, and that has been very emotional. And
yeah, even for me, it was from Jody's side, relative to you, that one of them I met the last year. But even for me, it really impacted me a lot, because it was part of my life to be part of that, and I feel it was meant to be that I was here to face this with Jody. It's like a family that I choose, but like second family.
Yeah, and I felt so wonderfully supported by Elodie. I really needed her, and so our relationship has come at a wonderful time in that way, that I got the support that I needed during this really difficult phase and season, which has been both endings and also beginnings. So that's the other side of it, is that we've had 2 new beginnings in the month of May. One was co-facilitating our first workshop together, and that was at a festival, and that was Activate Your Soulmate, the Rose Path of Sacred Union. And it was a resounding success, and people were incredibly inspired, so they told us, and impacted, and they had some amazing kind of realizations and new hope and downloads and activations. And it's our absolute joy to hear that our work is impacting others in that way. So that was one thing.
Completely.
Yeah. That was one amazing new beginning in this month of deaths.
For us, it was amazing. Yeah, it was light and heaviness. It's light and death. It was really dancing with the 2 opposites for us this month.
Crazy.
It was really like we experienced this massive transformation, and this, death, there is nothing more concrete than death. There is nothing more, like tangible than death. So it was really rooting us. It was really anchoring us in our life. To experience death, like it's really like showing you like your life. And at the same time, so we were facing this really darkness and this sadness and these emotions that were coming for us, because it's like an ending, a rupture. So it's really hard to face death, and that's why I want to talk about this, because it's so taboo. But at the same time, we had that and these really extreme sensations and emotions in the lower kind of, emotion you don't really talk about, not pleasant emotions, very like messy emotions. We also had these wonderful, amazing opportunities and these wonderful gifts, like the fruits of our work, of working together and offering people this wonderful love that we are sharing together, this sacred union that we are sharing naturally within us, then with one another. To share this sacred union with the collective was for us such an amazing honor. For me, it was like I was fulfilling a dream to be there, and by my example to show example of this is possible for everyone that follow their heart and really embrace who they are. So it was really, really an impacting month.
Yeah, and just the cherry on the cake was one of the participants of our workshop, Activate Your Soulmate, the Rose Path of Sacred Union, telling us like a couple of days later, I met my soulmate. Like, I've just met my soulmate. Like, after your workshop, it worked.
Yeah.
Which is like,
it's working for me.
Wow.
I met the sacred masculine. She was not phrasing it like soulmates, if I remember, but it was like something like different from what she was
she said I met someone, he could be the one, and he could be my soulmate. Those were her words. But she said, we said, oh, could you write something or like feedback or testimonial? And she said, well,
let me infuse it first.
I'll circle back, like
take my time.
Let's see, and but in time, give me some time, because I want to see if this is really the one. So I lost my cousin. He passed in May, and
just before the workshop.
It's been hard, and so that was big, huge, and the funeral hasn't even happened yet. So just navigating that, and it's a very vulnerable place. It's hard, and this is in the same time period that we went to England to go to a funeral, a death ceremony, because it wasn't a traditional funeral. It was something else, and it was beautiful and very, very touching and moving and sacred. And I bawled my eyes out. The whole, pretty much a lot of the ceremony that went on for hours and hours, and I spoke as well in it. And it was very hard, harder than I expected, and the grief came in waves. And afterwards, I felt like a massive transition and initiation, and that it was a rite of passage. And this was a young man who was a loved one, and wasn't a direct family member, but was family. And it was very, very hard, because he was so young. And he passed actually last year, but due to the circumstances of his death, because he took his own life, and his body wasn't found for months, the ceremony was only scheduled basically 6 months later. And there's a smell of rice here, so we're cooking rice. So that was it was like, energetically afterwards, it was like wading through mud. And that was just has been very hard. And then when my cousin passed, that was also directly after hearing the news, you know, with the tears and the grief, it was also like energetically wading through mud. Death is dense. I can say that much. It's heavy. It's dense. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. And Emma said, sorry for my loss. Yeah.
For the love of your cousin too.
So, yeah, we've been in this portal of death. And it's been so tough. So we've had this endings of lives, 2 lives, and then these new beginnings, which is facilitating our first workshop together in this wonderful festival with friends and gorgeousness. And that's actually when I heard the news of my cousin. So I was very much held in that in a very beautiful way. And then the other thing was do you want to share?
Yeah,
because I've spoken a lot. So.
Yeah, I was just checking the rice because we are cooking our dinner at the same time. Oh wow, the other things that we fulfilled, Jody and I, is the work together. We are going to organize a private retreat.
Well, we are organizing a private retreat.
We are organizing it. It's
happening.
It's going to be next month, and it's going to be
with a client, with a personal client.
With one personal client, where we're going to experience transformation for her. She's going to we're going to offer this amazing experience where she can really try new things, be her new self, feel like the beauty of healing. And we're going to bring her through different experiences and healing experiences to really embrace her divine self. So it's very exciting to organize that.
Her next level self and that expansion, that's just so exciting for us. And she's a wonderful soul. And we feel really honored to be the chosen
facilitating her expansion, her glowing. It's really like an honor, and to facilitate it together, Jody and I, which is our first work in person together in a healing process, in a transformational process. So it's wonderful.
So that's birthing.
And it's a new things for us. So it's like crazy how we lost these 2 souls, these 2 presents in our life, but at the same time, these 2 projects birthed 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Death and rebirth. And if you're into astrology, then you know that Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, and Pluto the planet. And that's also something that we're both working with, the shadow and going beneath the surface, getting to the root of things. And that's, you know, showing up in terms of the psyche and psychology, psychological work, expansion work, and getting to the bottom of things. Elodie is a Scorpio and has
I have Venus,
3
Mars,
planets or 4 planets in the 8th house, which is the Scorpionic house, and
3 in the 8th in the Scorpio.
So she's very penetrating. And my North Node, which is destiny and purpose, is in Scorpio. So
you're very focused in the darkness. I mean, in conscious pattern, and how to bring them to light. For sure. Like
which is liberation. It is the end of suffering when we can go beyond. And one of the things that I've noticed about death is that it's this rite of passage, because there's a before and an after, and this ending it's a very clear boundary. it's a very, very clear boundary of, yeah, that was, and now it isn't. It is no longer.
Yeah.
That person's life or that being's life
Yeah.
is no longer. It is ended.
It's real.
And so it provides us also this kind of contrast of like what that person's life or that life brought, how we felt with that life, how it inspired us or didn't, or whatever, and how we are then with that life, and then now how we are without that life, without that person, without that thing. And it's a very finite, defined boundary, which is something wonderful to meditate on, as a passing, as a rite of passage, as an initiation. And we shift, we change through death, no doubt about it. And in the kind of spiritual realm or awakening realm, we talk about dying before we die, which is the famous words of Rumi, the 13th century Sufi poet, who is quoted as saying, I believe it's Rumi, it might be Hafiz, die before you die. Which is the old self, the small self, the little human must go in order for your expansion and for your surrender and the liberation to go beyond all that transgenerational trauma and patterning and beliefs that no longer serve and that basically keep you tethered, so your soul can fly and expand in the sky of life or truth or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, some poetic words there to kind of provide a metaphor and a way of looking at all of this. We're also curious what, if you've been passing through some tough times and unglamorous things,
messy,
chaotic,
and
collapse in some way.
How, what's the meaning? Like, if you have one, what's the meaning of it now? And if there is no meaning, it's okay. I mean, how are you dealing with? How are you dealing with it? With it, how are you navigating life with that? Because we need to find space to feel safe, to feel vulnerable. It's all about vulnerability, and allow yourself to cry. So many people I saw at the funeral that wanted to cry but could not cry. And crying is a liberation. And you said to me one day, it was so beautiful. We were having a little arguments, and because I was very stressed and angry, because I wanted to control, and I cracked open after, like, I melt down. I went out of this control to really feel my inner kids, inside myself, my heart, and I start crying. And you said to me that it's my innocence. Crying is bringing back innocence. I found so beautiful how you say it, because it's allowing yourself to be back to innocence. If you're holding this pain, you're not in innocence. You have this pain, but if you cry, it's like you let go of this pain because you're so vulnerable, because it's not you. So you're just feeling it. It's allowing yourself to feel it and to dissociate from it somehow. And the tears are there to show this transformation.
Exactly that.
And allow yourself to be vulnerable, to create space for your tears to run down, to be sad. It's okay. So yeah, Emma is just living. She said, every blessing in your work together, praying, truth and some kindness to yourself in the midst of it all. I'm afraid I need to go. Love to you.
Bye. Thank you, Emma.
Bye, Emma. So yeah, I think it's going to be time for us for dinner.
Dinner time. But yeah, I wanted to just share last words, which are for me, the tip or the trick for me, which isn't really a trick, it's just a life skill, which is to embrace it. to embrace it all. And when there is death and somebody passes, and or there is a crumbling or a destruction of some kind, whether it's losing something or someone, to embrace it, to embrace the feelings around it, your relationship to it, and to be fully and totally with it. And let the tears come, let the sadness come, and really allow yourself to experience it, rather than trying to repress it and hold back and mask it. And because it's not healthy to do that. The healthy thing is to allow your emotions and the feeling to flow. And this is especially true for, I think, for men, because women are more socialized to allow that, but men are not. And men tend to really put a mask on and try to be strong. And it doesn't flow. Life doesn't flow through that. Okay, fair enough. If you're in a battle or you're in a life-threatening situation, yeah, perhaps it's not time to grieve, but to be alert and be strong and whatever, run out of the burning house. But the rest of life, which is not maximum emergency crisis where life is threatened, then there is opportunity ample for expression, and for allowing feelings, and for tears, and for honoring whatever feelings come up when there is a passing, when there is loss. And I've had to learn that myself, because nobody taught me that. I've had to go through it myself, and I'm continuing to learn to be vulnerable and to allow my emotions, and to allow the energy to flow no matter what, and not try to kind of suppress. So still crying in public is still, for me, at times challenging. And but certainly not at like the funeral the death ceremony I was at. In the beginning I was resisting it, and then after an hour or so I was able just to allow it and trust, and allow it. And wow. And then that gives encouragement or permission for other people to do the same, especially men. So I wanted to share that, because it's so healthy to do that, and to allow feeling and expression of feeling. And this is all part of this embracing everything in life. And yes, to fully honor your feelings as a human, and that no, you don't have to keep it together all the time. And that, yeah, you do feel you are vulnerable, and allow that. And life is actually so much better and richer when we allow that. So embrace and allow. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So that's my tip for navigating this collapse that you might experience when there's loss or uncertainty. And to hold yourself, and to ask for what you need, and to really honor needs, like our needs. What are your needs? And really ask. I've learned from these two deaths what my actual real needs are, and what is actually really important to me. Because of that ending, because of those endings, those lives ending, it's like, what is life? What do I treasure? What is precious to me? What was precious to me about that human? And yeah, so that is there anything you'd like to share, my dear?
It's
before we
we're gonna finish this live, and I just want to emphasize on this vulnerability, to give yourself permission to be vulnerable, and to embrace all of you, your chaos, your drama, your chaotic moments, feelings, ugly, messy, all of that. It's you. It's powerful. When you live it consciously, it's your power. It's your superpower. So I really encourage you to embrace that, because this doesn't make you weaker.
Weak, yeah.
In the contrary, it's bring you to your more human self, to what you really are, and just bringing this light, this consciousness, this compassion. It's just wow. In kindness and compassion, we say that the tears and the consciousness of the tears, of the pain, brings a rainbow. And this is compassion, because you allow your tear to happen, and you brought this to the light, and this creates rainbows. So this is a beautiful saying by Thich Nhat Hanh. Sorry, baby, I'm stuck. Sorry, I was. So it's a beautiful saying by Thich Nhat Hanh, a beautiful monk, Buddhist monk, that was saying that, something like that. So yeah, let your tears bring you back to your innocence, your natural state of being. So that's the message.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
So it's finished.
Yeah,
so
that one finished, but
and,
we're still going here. But we want to
yes.
say goodbye, and we want to
Yes.
say also, if you need help writing a book, if you would like to download your higher self book, and that you're a coach, healer, light worker, light leader, then drop a book in the comments, because I'm running a live, wonderful, free live masterclass. And it will really help you, in fact, with that. And don't take my word for it. I've got comments from previous participants.
Yeah, and even
they've just loved it and was like so inspired and started writing books. And it's just wow. I'm so happy to be offering this work. So there's that. And then Elodie does amazing sessions. You want to talk about yourself quickly?
Yeah, well, I'm doing energy healing and coaching at emotional level and body level, psychosomatic. So yeah, feel free to check out my channel and the links below. And I can talk for his work, because I've been doing one session. It's not like when you go out of the masterclass, you don't just go out with a vague idea of how to write a book. You really have like a concrete results of the titles of the chapters, the name of the chapters. And I was amazed to connect to his workshop and to see, wow, what can I really bring to the world through this book? And it's so exciting. So I'm very excited for that. And for the collective, because the more people write their own book from their soul, like the more we can really create this wonderful heaven on earth with this beautiful egregore that we hold, with this book that are pillar of life. So it's really exciting. Even me, like, I think I'm considering like doing it with you. Yeah, all the blessings, guys, and good night, good evening.
Good evening, good night,
Bye.
morning.
Well, good morning, however
wherever you are in the world.
Yes, listen
Much
to
love.
this.